Man, I didn't even think I was gonna do this. Um, Let me start off by saying it's your brother man from the motherland coming to you guys live from the NY. Back with another one. Hey, you know it's a Repent 12 Media, news and media. We cover all things. Sports, boxing, football, entertainment, you name it, I claim it, you fame it, I shame it. Nothing more, nothing less. Hey, we seen something. We see something terrible yesterday. Terrible. Terrible. Let me give a shout out to both fighters. Shout out to Lomachenko. Shout out to Devin Haney. But we're gonna keep it 3.5. That was a mistake what took place yesterday. That was a robbery that took place yesterday. That was a pure flat out massacre. These judges, listen, I'm all for boxing. I support it. I love it. But when I see lies, I have to talk about it. And you know, I'm not the person to even involve myself to foolishness, but something in this magnitude needed to be spoken of. Devin Haney was awarded the champion because he was already the champion. Lomachenko was robbed. That man was robbed. He was robbed. And I'm the first person to tell you that, you know, society's gonna push this brother because he's a European and all of that. But that man beat the brakes off Devin Haney. I'm gonna flat out say it. And I'm tired of these individuals coming on these platforms and not keeping it at 3.5. Excuse me. Haney got his ass whooped. If you could give him the first 4 rounds, matter of fact, you could give him the second, the third, the fourth, probably the fifth. And everything after that, that man was getting his ass whooped. That boy was getting beaten, beaten. That man is not pound for pound. He's an okay fighter. He's an okay fighter. But if he fights somebody like Shakur, he fights somebody like Tank, he's gonna get hurt. His chin is very, very weak. He was getting wobbled by jabs. His chin is very, very weak. Very, very weak. He does not understand the fundamentals. And his father, he's not a. I don't understand why everybody keep doing this father son, you know, coach, father. Those things don't work. It doesn't work. These fighters need actual uh, uh, trainers. Can be a family member. Can be because the father's gonna feed things to feed the ego, and then it's not what it is. Can be. And what you guys see yesterday was a father saying the things that wasn't true. That man got his ass whooped very bad. And I guarantee you he's not gonna give that man a rematch because Lomachenko got that man's style on the wraps. He even said it in the press conference. He says he does the same thing. And I was saying the same thing. I said he does the same thing. That man does not switch up his boxing style. He could throw a jab. His jab is nice. I'm not gonna lie, his jab is nice. But when you take that jab away, he's vulnerable. He has fast hands. He's very fast. Very fast. I'll give him that. But outside of that, nah, nah, nah. That was sad. That was very bad for boxing. How you go take 10 steps forward with with um with Davis and Garcia, but then take 10 steps back with this fight right here? This fight right here was a pure mockery. I am disgusted as a boxing fan. I'm a disgusted as a boxer, somebody that, you know what I'm saying, love this sport. I love it. I love boxing. Boxing and basketball are my two favorite things. But when I see what I saw yesterday, after watching the fight, I don't need to watch it a second time. I don't need to do that. We're not playing these politic games. We're gonna call it how it is. First eye. That's like me sitting there, just like every fighter said it. Nah, he lost. I had some people had him losing by 4 rounds. He lost, and it's sad. And what that shows is almost. I mean, Devin Haney is not really what he think he is. Too much hype. He's really not what he think he is. He's in the press conference. He's like, I'm the pound for pound. You know, that was in pound for pound. That was in a flawless victory. That was in a flawless ass whipping. That man beat the brakes off you, bro. He beat the brakes off you. You came out that joint looking like Daffy Duck, man. You got your ass beat, Playboy. Got the brakes beaten off you. Facts. Facts. And it's not looking good for you. You have been exposed. You have been exposed. And you're not gonna get any better because you too hard headed. And then on top of that, your father is not a boxer. He doesn't know the true fundamentals. He doesn't you're not trained. You don't know how to adapt because you got a father and son relationship. You don't know how to adapt. I'm just keeping it 100. I see it already. I seen it. That 12th round, you did good. You had no choice because let you had done what you did in the 11th and the 10th round, it would have been real bad. And the fact that the judges had it that far, that gap was just ridiculous. That joint should have been a draw, max, a draw, and run it back again. And if you ran it back again, you would have got to beat it. That man would have whooped your ass. So that just goes to show that you was exposed. You're not ready for the lights of Shakur Stevens. I watched Shakur Stevens, and listen, he's a southpaw, so you already know. I watched that man dominate the ring. Every fight that he been in, that man dominates the ring. And the higher he goes up in competition, the more dominant he comes out. The higher you up in competition, you starting to be exposed. You got into the fight one time. I forgot the dude's name. That man hit you so hard at the end of the ring, at the end of the bell. If they had 5 more seconds, 10 more seconds, you would have been knocked out. You would have lost. I guess Allah saved your life that day, huh? hey, hey, man. Time for brothers and sisters to start waking up, man. You love boxing, you got to start holding these judges accountable, man. These judges, I don't know. Is the people that judges, are they in office for like 10 years, like how they do regular judges? I'm here in New York. Anybody that's appointed a judge, they stay in their position for 10 years. So I don't know how it is in the boxing community as far as judges go, but these judges gotta go. And everybody was saying that too. Everybody was saying, look, man, this judge, these judges, one of these judges were the judges that gave Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis a 10-10. Even after Garcia was dropped, they gave it a 10-10. So listen, I don't know. I don't know the politics when it comes to the judges. But all I know, as a boxing fan, as a boxing participant, that man Devin Haney got his ass whooped. Lomachenko, shout out to you. You are the champion. Appeal it. Demand a rematch. Don't even ask. Demand a rematch. And Devin Haney, if you really that guy, remember when Floyd fought um what's that dude name? Madonna. See when he fought Madonna and everybody was like, this, and the crowd was booing. He ran it back, and the second fight he whooped them even more. So that's what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to honor that man, and you're gonna have to give that man that rematch. If you don't give that rematch and you fight somebody else or you move up, I'm gonna be the first one to come on here and call you out and say that you is nothing but a sucker. You is nothing but a sucker. And as for your father, listen, I'm supporting fathers, being by their father's side. I mean, by their children's side. I'm all for that. I'm gonna always give my children the confidence. But for me, as real black men, we need to start being honest with our children. You need to start saying, yo, this right here, nah, you gotta fix that. Yo, we're not going to the gym tomorrow morning. We gotta do et cetera, et cetera. We gotta do these things because if we don't do it and you allow this man to get filled with ego, that he gonna meet somebody like Tank Davis and that boy is gonna get put to sleep. He has a lot of work to do as a boxer. That defense that he think that he got, he's like Roy Jones. Better get that chin. You better do them things that Mayweather do with the weights. You better put the mouthpiece in your mouth and chew on it and build your jaw up because you fight somebody like Tank Davis, that man is gonna put you to bed, bro. And he could box. So I'm gonna leave it as that, man. It's your brother, man, from the motherland. I came to you guys live. Continue supporting, man. Repent 12 News and Media. You know, you can find me on the Repent or Die podcast. That's where I talk my biblical. That's where I talk my black consciousness, all the problems that's going on. Waking up the children of Akobi. You know how I do. But sometimes I got to take the time out and come on here and really talk this talk because this right here, nah, it's unacceptable. But anyway, man, y'all stay humble, y'all stay righteous, stay sucker free, stay away from these heathens, stay away from the evil, and understand that we are the people. Are you dumb or are you dumb? I'ma holler at y'all.